This is an interview just a couple days ago with Benjamin Netanyahu on Fox, where they asked him about the intel about Iran's imminent threat, and that's why they had to act.
I just want to press you on the intel on the nuclear part. Less than 2 months ago, the new director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, testified on Capitol Hill, saying that everything had been suspended since 2003 and the nuclear program had not been restarted by the Iranians. So did something change from end of March until this week? Was the U.S. intel wrong?
The intel we got and we shared with the United States was absolutely clear. Was absolutely clear that they were working in a secret plan to weaponize they were marching very quickly. They would achieve a test device and possibly an initial device within months, and certainly less than a year. That was the intel we shared with the United States. Whether it would be 6 months or 12 months or 13 months is immaterial. Once they go that read, it's too late.
So it wasn't imminent. They said it was imminent, and that's why they had to act now, and diplomacy wouldn't have worked because it was an imminent threat. What he just said is that, one, we're giving the intelligence to the U.S., and so the U.S. is acting based on the Israeli intelligence in the same way that they did for Iraq. They relied also on Israeli intelligence to show the weapons of mass destruction, which supported the war, which they couldn't find, obviously. But two, that it's within months to at least minimum a year. So it's not imminent. And the U.S. intelligence said that Iran is not creating a nuclear weapon. Iran has done nothing illegal, by the way. Up till now, it has done nothing illegal. It could enrich uranium to 60%. It's actually allowed within the Non-Proliferation Treaty. Any other country can do that. The issue is that people are saying, why does Iran need to kind of create 60% if it's using it for civilian use? And that's a good question. That side is saying that they are using it as a bargaining chip because they didn't do 50% at all during the agreement they had with Obama in 2016, which Trump ripped apart. And after Trump ripped apart that agreement that the U.S. had with Iran and the West, they started to increase the uranium enrichment to put pressure, according to them, to put pressure on the negotiation to say, look, we can do it if we want to do it, but we're not going to do it. We want to get into a deal. And they did want to get into a deal. And they made all the concessions that the Americans wanted, obviously, other than giving up nuclear energy and power, which they want for energy and hospital purposes. So it's within their right. And it seems like the threat wasn't imminent from Bibi Netanyahu's own mouth, i.e. we could have reached into a diplomatic solution to this instead of a war that could now expedite every country to get nuclear to protect itself.